Hi there, it's Debs here, and I thought I'd make a short video for you today just for something a little bit different. So I wanted to talk to you about something that I came across way before I came across the principles. I was at a course talking about relationships. I'd been in a very unhealthy relationship, and we were talking about how that happens and how we get into unhealthy relationships. And someone introduced me to something, a continuum. And we had to get up during this course and write on this continuum where we were. And one end was people pleasing, and the other end was being a bully or a people squasher. And at that time, the place where I was on this continuum was very much I was a people pleaser. And the thing that I also noticed was from this unhealthy, insecure place, I would pendulum swing from being a people pleaser to being a people squasher. And it felt like I never rested in that place in the middle. And the continuum is something that I talk a lot about when I do courses and classes, because it's something that's really resonated with me, and something that it just made sense to me. It was a great way to talk about this understanding of the principles and where we are and understand what's going on for us. So what I noticed was, although there were two ends to this continuum, as I said, there was this place in the middle, which looks to me like the place that when we rest there, we are in service to that which serves. We're in balance. And it feels to me like our feelings tell us when we've moved out of this place of being in service to what serves. They tell us when we're there, and they tell us when we've moved out, on whichever end of the continuum we've gone to. And it's not only about relationships. I've seen this, I use this continuum about absolutely anything. If you stop whatever it is that's going on for you, you can recognise there is one end, there is another, and then there's this place of balance in the middle. And for me, this warrior's journey, and this is all about recognising where I am on this continuum and seeing when am I in this place of being in service to what serves. Because from there, whatever we do for ourselves and whatever we do for other people, it's great. It has good results. And my feelings have information in them. You know, one of the reasons that spiritual teachers point you towards listening for a feeling is because feelings hold information for us, and they don't tell us about the outside world, they don't tell us about other people. For me, they tell us exactly where we are on this continuum. They tell us when we are resting in this place of balance, and they tell us when we've moved out of this place of balance. And all we need to do when we recognise this is what our feelings are telling us, for me, I find great comfort in knowing that's what's going on for me. And part of my warrior journey certainly is going to be recognising more of the time when I've moved out of that place of being in service. And it's not necessarily even about actively bringing myself back there. It seems to be enough to recognise if I have a bad feeling, a feeling I don't like, an uncomfortable feeling, and if I hold my hands up, sometimes a feeling of being a little bit arrogant, feeling like I'm better than somebody, it can disguise itself as a good feeling. But the more I know myself, the more I've recognised my own feelings, I recognise it's not actually a great feeling to be in. And kind of recognise these feelings, seeing what's going on for me, seeing when I'm in this place and when I'm not, has been massively useful. And just recognizing it, just seeing that's what's going on for me. Because one of the things that I hear a lot since I've been around this understanding is people kind of, they say, yeah, I know it's just my thinking, I know this is thought. And when we're in that place, and it's not helpful, I know it's thought and it's not helpful. And to me, when that is the thinking that I'm in, if I'm not feeling great, and then that is the thinking that I'm in, I take a breath and I actually recognise that I'm not seeing it as thought. If it isn't helpful, that's my thinking tricking me and saying to me, oh yeah, you know this is thought, and look, it's not helpful. And then again, it's like, look again, think of this continuum, know that the thinking that you are in, this feeling There's information there, and it's not telling you about the situation, it's not telling you about another person, it's not telling you any of those things. It's telling you that you've moved on this continuum to one side or the other, and bringing yourself back to this place of balance. It's enough to acknowledge and recognize that that's what's going on. And the peace that I find as I recognize that and see that is enormous. So this warrior is learning to recognize, to know myself and recognize my own feelings more and more, and recognize where I am on that continuum in any subject at any given moment when I have a feeling that is a little bit uncomfortable. And I would invite you to do the same. Look for yourself. Where are you on that continuum? Play around with it. The Warrior's Journey is all about having fun and playing. So join in with us, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.